He's got to tighten it up.
Oh, Rita's landing gears down for final approach. Let's get to pumping. Coming up, we got hour number 2. Pumping custard. Relax.
William Byron was Davies' pick for 15 points.
Bringing up the rear.
Yeah, and it's a heavy rear, too, there. You are 139... You are
a lot of crusts. Come on, settle down, Sammy.
Can some of the trends you perhaps saw during speed weeks roll forward, or will this be a totally different kettle of fish on Sunday? Booty Barker's coming on the show.
He was on the channel last week, so we can't have him. So
Love to have Booty whenever he has a chance, sure.
Well, I knew this was coming. I was listening to you guys when I was driving here.
5.
And when they start counting it down, you're like 4, 3, 2, and I'm like, oh no, that's not
Softer.
Oh, boy.
Softer, pillowy buns that will be freshly toasted.
What's not
as
to
the
like?
company is describing them. Listen, I love some toasted, softer, pillowy buns.
Y'all talking about those new buns at McDonald's, and it made me think of my favorite little person. Those cheeks that are so sweet.
Keep that cat head tight.
I like it.
Well, it's not Little Italy. I mean, it's Bojangles, for God's sakes. You're not going to do collaboration. What are you, in Venice?
We'll call it
Well,
We'll call it
when in
Bojangolini. Bojangolini. Hey.
The flight crews, they must work in igloos. Seriously, because it's like, can you turn off the pneumonia machine? Please, I'm begging you.
Crisp.
Just turn her back a little bit. I don't need, a 5-alarm blaze in this airplane, but I don't need it to be penguins doing line dancing down the aisle here.
No, I'm going to take my violin, go upstairs, and put my head down on my pillowy bun and take a nap. Very flexible.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend. We're driving on the highway.
9 minutes before the top of the hour, and we are looking forward to the Geico 500 race weekend. We'll preview it coming up at the top of the hour, and also still to come. We've got Tino Patino's best bets. We've got the Wizard of Odds, fantasy lineups, picks, prop bets, and Monday headlines today. By the way, what kind of progress are we making on these headlines? We ready to go? Because we're doing this in about an hour.
I've got one. Not 100% sold on it, but I at this point I'm not workshopping any, so I think I'm just going to go with this one. Boys, what about you?
I got nothing.
This is
You got
dumb.
nothing.
Well, this whole thing is dumb, so I don't even know. I might not even like. I honestly might just be like Ryan.
It's a
Blaney
boycott.
wins. Yeah.
It's a boycott. It's a boycott by Sammy.
I have one. I feel all right about it, but I don't really know how to feel anymore.
No,
Yeah, it's
well,
just
why
like-
are we so down on this all of a
'Cause there's
sudden?
just
Because
no-
you win all the time.
No, 'cause
I didn't win last week. You did.
It's just unfair for me. Like I don't know why it's just like they just don't pick me for like anything. Mine was clearly the best last week. I got multiple tweets about it. And
Multiple tweets.
Well,
Yeah.
Sammy, it's because you're rude.
No, well, I mean,
Let me give you some advice, Sammy.
What?
Here's
Yeah.
how I think I can help you.
Oh boy.
So no, it's not
you haven't
because
even
I'm
won
I'm-
one this year.
I'm not okay. I'm giving you advice, and I'm about to preface this. Will you let me finish? Damn.
Okay, so that's not good advice right there.
I'm speaking from the perspective of changing your outlook, not from a winner's perspective, but by you having this defeatist attitude, I think you fuel them and they pile on to purposely not pick you. If at the end of the exercise you don't win, be a gracious loser. Just be like, okay, well, you know what? We'll just load up. We'll do better next time. You're giving them the fuel because you get all pouty when you lose. And, I hate this. Not doing it anymore. I don't even know why we do this. You're fueling that fire. Have a more positive attitude in the face of defeat. That would be my suggestion.
Show me a gracious loser, and I'll show you a loser.
Well, this is like going to Talladega and saying, I hate super speedway racing. You have no shot, right? Is that what you're saying, Baggy? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'll try to come up with something, but then again, I come up
Why?
with clever stuff, and then Danielle's like, I don't get it, and Larry Mack's like, I don't get it, and then it's just, all right, well.
The worst is when
okay.
you come up with one,
So
you think of it, and then Danielle's just like, okay.
But that's an indictment on her, not you. If she's slow in understanding it, that's a her problem, not a you problem.
Well,
gotta play to your
it becomes a me problem when I don't win. That's
Right.
the issue.
You got to play to your audience.
I don't want to play to my audience. I want to play to. I
I
want
want
to
to
play.
be a pirate.
I want to play to the highest caliber, not to I'm not saying
Are
that
you
Larry.
playing to win, or are you playing to be the next Socrates of Monday headlines today? What are you doing?
Keep doing what you're doing.
I like being Socrates. Socrates, if you will.
This is not helping by us barbecuing the hosts an hour before we do this, quite
They're
honestly.
not
no such
listening.
They're not listening.
I have
How
done
do you
no
know?
such thing.
How do you know they're not
Because
listening?
Larry and Danielle don't have green dots under 3 and 4 over here yet, so they're not plugged in.
Maybe Larry's doing some errands and he's listening in the car. Danielle, maybe she's exercising or something. She's got her AirPods in. How do we know?
You guys are great, by the way.
See, like again, that's just shameless. I mean,
I don't know. Did you win last week, Sammy?
no.
Davey won.
I will certainly not resort to butt kissing. Like
Well-
I will
Well, I'm not
never
butt
resort
kissing.
to that.
I will.
I'm not-
I have.
I'm not saying butt kiss,
Samuel
but I think
Agee, you have butt kissed in the past.
he's talking about on the radio.
Hit up with the Samuel.
What I do in my spare time, Pete.
That's
It's none
right.
of your business.
None. No, you and your
That's Peter,
pillowy,
you.
you and your pillowy buns can have whatever you want over
Those
the
are the best
weekend.
ones.
That's
Those are the
fine.
best ones to kiss.
By the way, do those apply to the fillet of fish? Do we know those pillowy buns, or is that just a hamburger thing?
No,
cares?
just the hamburgers.
What do you mean? Who cares? I like a fillet of fish.
What
once
if you
in a while.
don't like
Oh, that's
onions
nasty.
on your McDonald's burger? Like now they're going to cook the burger with onions on it too. That just seems.
Deal with it.
Caramelized, right? Because like the little burgers have little chopped up onions on them. Correct? I think they do.
Yes, but now what they're
Yes.
doing when they cook the burgers, they're putting the chopped onions on
On
the
it.
burger and
Yeah.
then cooking them
Cooking
as opposed to cooking the
Unless
burger.
you tell
then-
them to leave them off.
Chop it
But
up.
still,
Well, that's the thing. You want that. You want that coming back to life. A little later on. Easy.
It
I
all
still
comes
don't
back
have-
to tank reaction, doesn't it?
I still
Everything.
just don't have a headline yet, and I don't.
Okay. All right. That's the answer. Like I said, mine. I'm not married to it, but I
Are you
might have to-
engaged?
I might have to go
Fiance.
Are you dragging your feet on this one, Pete?
a little bit. I'm getting cold feet as we approach about an hour from now when I got to roll this out.
Gold toe socks.
Hopefully, it
No.
doesn't turn into a runaway headline situation, Julia Roberts style. Was that a good movie? I never saw
No.
Runaway Bride.
No, it was not. It was not.
Hey, Baggy, you know it's Friday.
It was not a good movie. It was based on a true story. There was some woman that I want to say 8 times got to the altar and left the guy standing there.
Talk about commitment issues.
I mean, seriously. And then in the movie, I believe she gets on a horse and then gallops away from the church, leaving
Shame.
poor. I believe it's Richard Gere. I think is the guy that's doing the story about her. But to answer
Who's
your
got a
question,
horse outside the church?
Julia Roberts did.
What is her name? Festus? I mean, what are you doing with a horse outside of the
Wait, hang on.
church?
She's ready to go.
Was Gear also in Pretty Woman?
Yes.
So him and her did Pretty Woman,
Yes.
and they did Runaway
That-
Bride together.
That was the big thing. These two are back together again in this movie, and it was just like, whoa. Well, I was more like runaway audience member. Let me out of here. I had no horse waiting outside. Festus.
Baggy, what's your headline going to be?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to advertise that. I will say this. I am workshopping. I'm trying to get something involved into the blue check mark thing that has swept the world in the last 24 hours.
But again,
But I'm not there yet.
know your audience. I don't think those two would care about that, Baggy. I don't know.
I just got a text from Dami, who just
Yeah.
gave me a very, very good headline
Wait.
that I'm going to use.
So you're cheating. Do we need to
You're
get
cheat-
Pinellas on the phone?
You get,
Is this an L1? What do we got? We're cheating.
Well, we need Bill
yeah.
Mullins to give
Take
us
it to Mullis.
Yeah.
Mullis.
Need him to tell us what's going on
Had
here.
a good case. Had a great case.
So you have management. This is like NASCAR telling the appeals process they should get the same penalty like Hendrick did. So you got
No.
management helping you out there.
Somebody's got to step in.
No, that's like, no, that wouldn't be like, because they're doing it in the interest of fairness. This is an unfair advantage because Sammy now has a team of people rating headlines.
How do you know it's good though? No offense to Dom.
I have Dom. It's Dom for crying out loud. A team.
Is bro in the headline? Is that one of the words?
Danny Dimes wins at Dega.
Bro.
Bro,
Saquads.
what is there I was going to say, is there a Saquon reference in this?
All right.
What up? All right, headlines less than an hour from now. Let's preview the racing weekend. We've got Xfinity, ARCA, and Cup at Talladega. We'll tell you all about it in 40 seconds.